So it seems like Lenovo have massively dropped the ball with their fumbled launch of the Legion Go 2. It's everywhere. I wanted to wait until the weekend had passed to see if there was any further updates from Lenovo on this, but it seems like they're just staying quiet, sitting on their hands, but they have massively fumbled this launch, at least in the UK. I don't know what it's like everywhere else, and we've got first-hand experience with this, with Andy placing an order for this device himself and first-hand experiencing how awfully Lenovo have handled the launch of this flagship device. They had an open goal in front of them, Lenovo. They were first to the market with this generation of Z2E handhelds. They had the best spec'd one, and of course they also had that OLED screen that everyone's been asking for and excited about, OLED VRR. We wanted to see if they had fixed all the problems that we know exist there. But they fumbled it. Despite being first to the market, they have massively fumbled this. And let me tell you a breakdown of what's actually happened and what we know so far and what we can expect to come. Strap in, because it's a bit of a wild one. So originally, the Lenovo listing on the website stated that they would be 6 to 9 days after order for them to fulfill that delivery. So the most logical place to order for most of us would be direct from the manufacturer themselves. Let's face it, that's going to be the best place to get stock, isn't it? Well, it seems like that's not the case, and people that have placed their orders directly with the manufacturer, directly from the Lenovo website themselves, are the ones that are falling foul of this massive fumble, the ones that are getting burnt the most. Their most loyal customers are the ones that are feeling the effects of this fumble the worst. In the UK, there was only really two places you could order from. It was direct from Lenovo or from the UK retailer Very. Very had stock in place, a very limited amount, and then very quickly placed their orders to be delivered in November. So the logical thing to do was to order direct. Well, the Lenovo listing changed from the 6 to 9 days delivery to 2 to 3 weeks, and then to the 24th of October, and with some people's orders being as late as November on the listing, it's obviously a personalised update based on your order number. And then very quickly, Lenovo have stopped pre-orders entirely. Their page just says coming soon, and you're unable to place an order now. If you speak directly to support, which Andy has done, they were giving you all sorts of confused information. It seems like customer support were unaware or unsure themselves of what was going on with supply. They were giving all sorts of random dates each time you talked to them. They have also confirmed through the customer support, this isn't direct from their press releases, but through customer support, that there was far more demand than expected, and there has been a lack of some parts through supply. Through our kind of putting things together, it seems like the lack of parts might be on the Z2E side of things, because you can get the Z2 versions from Very and they're in stock for delivery right away, which would make sense that something to do with either the Z2E or some component attached to it is the reason we're having a shortage. And when if you think about everyone that's launching a Z2E in the coming weeks, it does make sense that there is going to be a lot of competition for these parts. Obviously, Asus have their flagship device coming with that, and also MSI as well. So there's going to be quite a lot of competition for this parts. I'm wondering and a bit concerned as to whether, if this is a shortage of the Z2E, if this is going to impact upon those other manufacturers as well. Of course, we are waiting for the Asus Xbox Ally X, which is going to be launched on October 16th. That's very soon. And of course, the MSI one, which is coming very soon as well. Is this shortage going to affect those as well? And if so, how badly? We just don't know. In amongst all of this confusion and mess, Lenovo decided to update their, let's just say, spicy Reddit thread, because that's a mistake for any manufacturers struggling with any kind of launches, to launch a Reddit thread to ask their customers to ask any questions. Everyone's just asking about their orders. So they updated this thread on the 17th and the 18th of September to give updates on what is happening to their pre-order catastrophe. It goes on to say basically that they're going to be cancelling pre-orders made directly through the Lenovo site. That's right, cancelling pre-orders for customers that have ordered direct in order to prioritise their retail partners. So if you ordered through a third party, like Very in the UK, you were more likely to get your pre-order than if you were one of those loyal customers that ordered directly through their website, which seems like an absolutely wild take to me. They were refunding people's pre-orders that were cancelled, and it seems like a random lottery as to whose orders they cancelled, because some have just been delayed and given a date in October, some have been cancelled entirely and refunded. But what a wild thing to do, to cancel pre-orders that have been based purely on their direct customers rather than through their third parties. To quote exactly what Lenovo said, they will need to cancel some pre-orders placed directly on Lenovo.com. We don't believe on holding on to customers' payments that we can't ship in a timely manner, so they've refunded those orders. As soon as our online inventory is replenished, we will show updated availability and ordering will reopen. We know this is frustrating and we're truly sorry for the inconvenience caused, especially for our most passionate fans. The Lenovo Legion Go Gen 2 was built with you in mind, and this experience has been an important lesson for us. We'll use this to improve and ensure a better process moving forward. And that's fine to say. It's nice for them to say and acknowledge that it's frustrating for their fans. But what were they expecting when they launched a flagship device in this generation in a market that's massively expanding at a rapid rate? Were they not expecting to sell any of these? I mean, come on. How many did they make? 5? What's going on here? Of course, people are going to be buying this device. It's expensive, but the market kind of expects these price points. It had all the specs that everyone wanted. It was, if you just looked online, you just had to have your finger on your pulse slightly, you would see that a lot of people were excited for this. I'm baffled at the fact that they hadn't produced enough to sell them in the appropriate numbers. We can't be talking about millions of units here, so how many did they make? How many were they expecting to sell? Did they even expect to sell any at all? It's kind of wild. The fact that they've cancelled the pre-orders from their direct website first, as they've put it, their most passionate fans, also seems like a wild thing to do. Obviously, they've got contracts with their third-party retailer, at least in the UK, so they're trying to keep those guys happy, but it seems to me like they're prioritising the happiness of their commercial partners over the happiness of their most passionate fans, as they put it. We still don't know how this is going to play out, when stock is going to be replenished, what is the actual reason for it. As their customer support says, it seems to be a shortage of the Z2E, but we still don't know that for certain. AMD have not confirmed anything. None of the other partners have said there's any issues. How it's going to play out, when stock is going to be replenished, and when they're going to open orders up again, we just don't know. If you were affected by this, I'd love to know down in the comments down below. Let us know if you placed a pre-order and it was cancelled, or if your pre-order has been delayed heavily. Let us know. I know Andy is getting very frustrated waiting for his. He still doesn't know when his is going to arrive. Let us know down in the comments. Let's join in this conversation. Make this part of the community. Whilst you're down there, please do like this video, subscribe for more handheld gaming content, and I will, of course, see you next time.